It's Felice, totally awake, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, then welcome. And thank you so much for tuning in. And thank everyone so much for tuning in, okay? I really appreciate you and your support on the channel. All right, so today, what I wanted to talk about, I was just looking at a JW Zoom meeting because I clicked on it because I thought it was pretty interesting, to see what they're learning at the JW Zoom meetings, and it's pretty easy to find online where Jehovah's Witnesses have recorded their JW Zoom meetings and posted them on YouTube. So, yeah, I was actually at JW Zoom. That's the channel I was at. And for, I think it was like the October 25th meeting, maybe the week before, October 17th, I don't know. Don't start me the line. But October something, they showed the little girl. What stood out to me in the meeting, because I kind of skimmed through the nearly 2-hour meeting. But what stood out to me was, it was a little girl. The little girl was in a wheelchair, and you see that, she's about to go to sleep, and she's kind of just looking at all of her pictures on the side of her bed, which looks like a picture of maybe her dead grandma, and just a picture of her family and stuff like that. And I'll probably add clips in here. I didn't just look at it, but
Take a moment now and picture the scene. Up ahead on the path are what seem to be children laughing at play, in a world free of the fears we once faced, and taking care of this beautiful earth are a people that live by our Father's words until the moon is no more. There is the peace we have been waiting for. We will feel His love under the rule of His Son in the new world to come. Hope is a fire in our hearts. Hope is an anchor that holds us firm. Hope is a light that shines like the sun as we see ourselves there in the new world to come. Take a moment now and think of our place, by the mountains and rivers or wide open plains. It's a place to call home. And now walking in through your front door, there is someone that you know, holding out his open arms in hopes of a tearful embrace. Feels like forever since you've been face to face. Even death won't stop our God's outstretched love in the new world to come. Hope is a fire in our hearts. Hope is an anchor that holds us firm. Hope is a light that shines like the sun as we see ourselves. Hope is an anchor that holds us firm. Hope is a light that shines like the sun as we see ourselves there in the new world to come. In the new world to come. In the new world to come.
So, you have this girl here, and she's imagining herself in this paradise that was promised to her by the Jehovah's Witnesses. And she's imagining herself finally getting to this paradise, and she's still a little girl. So that goes to show that in her mind, this paradise is something that's going to happen really, really soon, okay? She's not going to grow up in this system. She's going to go to paradise, okay? And, you know, I'm just looking at this and I'm just thinking, they're singing the same old song. The same old song. They told me that in my generation when I was growing up. They told the generation, my parents' generation then, my dad. I'm a third generation Jehovah's Witness, now ex-Jehovah's Witness, okay? I'm totally awake, all right? But they told my dad this stuff when he was growing up, you know? I'm grown now. They told us we didn't think that we would grow up. But I'm grown, okay? I'm 30-something years old. I'm married. I have 3 kids, okay? Like, come on. They told people in the 1960s when they was looking forward to 1975 being the end, you know, that they shouldn't be going to school to be doctors and lawyers because the end of the system would be, you know, finished by the time that they were able to finish their schooling. And those people could be retiring by now. And could have made a whole career and made nice money, you know, had they not listened to Watchtower. Yes, baby. Watchtower is hindering so many people's lives from prospering, you know, because here at this young age, they're making you think that you don't have anything to look forward to but this paradise, but yet you spend all this time still here on this earth and the paradise have not came. And it's really sickening, especially for someone that is in a wheelchair, you know, because they're thinking, okay, shortly I'm not going to be in the wheelchair. And that's just not a healthy way to view life. You know, it's just even, you know, even death. They don't have a healthy way of viewing death, which I'm going to get to that in a moment. But it's not a healthy way to view life for this little girl to be in this wheelchair and to think that, you know, she's going to be able to walk and run and play, you know, very soon here while she's still in a child in her youth. And that's just not a healthy way to view her situation, her circumstances, you know, her reality. The reality of it is you are disabled, baby girl. You are disabled, and let's think about everything that you can do here on earth, because you can do many of things now still, even in the wheelchair, right? I mean, you got people in wheelchairs that's nowadays in the Olympics, which, you know, you wouldn't be looking forward to as a Jehovah's Witness anyway. But, you know, I'm just saying, it's a lot of stuff that it just goes to show things that people can do that are disabled. You know, like everybody is not sitting around just waiting on a magic fix, you know, because the truth of the matter is, it's not real life. It's not reality. Because had this girl, if this girl had grown up with me, which no, not this particular little girl didn't grow up with me, but yeah, there were people in my generation that grew up with a disability or handicap thinking that it wouldn't be long before they would no longer have that disability or handicap and they would be normal just like everybody else. And it's just, it's not a healthy way of viewing things. Come on, let's be realistic, you know? I couldn't imagine, you know, telling my kids and just feeding them the way that Jehovah's Witnesses do and just making them think that they're gonna, like, this stuff is like a fantasy. This is like a fantasy world, you know, like, you know, everybody is just waiting to, you know, ride whales and ride in kangaroo pouches. Like some people really want to ride in kangaroo pouches, and it's just like, why? But they feel like, you know, we gonna be there forever. The animals gonna be there forever. So, you know, let's just have some fun with it. You know, but, you know, I never really want to ride a kangaroo pouch, but I did want to ride a whale. I thought it was pretty cool that I could just be on the ocean just riding with the whale. But this stuff, like, let's think about life now, okay? instead of this fantasy play stuff that has yet to come, guys, okay? And if we got to get there through following Watchtower, you know, it really make you start to wonder about, you know, how God, you know, you just, how do I have to follow them? Try to let you on head. Why, how do I have to follow them? They're terribly flawed. They're terribly flawed, and they lied to us. And this new system that they been said it was gonna come, you know? So they lying about this system that God say is supposed to be coming. It ain't came yet. And they lying in God's name. They lying on God. And saying that God the one that's holding back. You know? We just waiting now. We just waiting. All the preaching work didn't been done. But we just waiting. That's what they think. You know? But death. The little girl, she sees her dead loved one come back, looks like her grandma, which was kind of confusing to me because I thought that they would grow to perfection over 1,000 years. But then the grandma coming back looking like, you know, very young, like she could be her mom or something. So that was confusing for me because I'm just like, y'all changing y'all teachings now? Like, why is the grandma coming back looking all young? I thought she was supposed to grow to perfection. I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna need y'all to be consistent, but they don't know how to do that because they got a lot of inconsistencies in their teachers, okay? If you're new to the channel and new to learning about the truth about Jehovah's Witnesses, make sure you head on over to jwfacts.com so you can find out all about their inconsistencies over the years, okay? But let's talk about death, okay? You have people dying and people really thinking that they're gonna see them real soon. And then it's been years and years and years and the end ain't came yet. That's torturous. Not to mention the people that let they perhaps kids die over, you know, refusing life-saving medical treatment like a blood transfusion, which the Jehovah's Witnesses forbid due to their blood doctrine, you know, which is unscriptural, okay? So you have people that actually let their kids die thinking that, okay, well, I'm getting ready to see them in a little bit in the new system. All I got to do is just keep on following this celestial will, right? And then they still haven't got their reward decades and decades later, you know? No, that's the wrong idea to have about death. It's the wrong idea, and it's just crazy kind of to you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't even really mourn, a lot of them. They have dehumanized themselves so much until they don't even really mourn. It made me think about that movie Apostasy, which I already did a review on, but how the mother, after her, you know, child died 18 years old, after not receiving a life-saving blood transfusion, you know, she seemed like she was just so nonchalant and just didn't have a lot of emotion. She was okay, this is we're gonna laugh at this in the new system. No, you sound crazy, man. You just let your daughter die over man's interpretation of scripture. No, people should not be dying over Watchtower's doctrines. And then when people do die, you know, a lot of times they use this as bait. And a lot of times this is what people keep people locked in too, because, you know, they think that they're going to see their dead loved ones again. They think that Watchtower has given them the answers about the condition of their dead loved ones. Answers, you know, somebody like my grandma tell you that nobody could give them. You know, when she reading the scriptures that says the dead is conscious of nothing and all of this, she just think that, oh yeah, Watchtower got it. They know. And it's just really sad, man. You know, death should not be looked at as, you know, something that you shouldn't mourn because, oh, you about to be in paradise, so it's all right. No, mourn your dead loved one. Mourn your dead loved one, okay? But know that They're always in your heart. Okay? And that they live on with you and in you because of their memories that nobody can take from you. They continue to live on in your heart, in spirit. And to me, you know, being told something like that or believing in something like that when it comes to death is a lot more, you know, I can do that. I'm good with that, as opposed to being lied to. Because at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. We have been lied to. We have been duped. And I just want to be kept it real with. Keep it 100 with me. Keep it 100 with me. Don't lie to me. Don't sell me a false dream, a false narrative. And stop lying to the kids, man. You gonna lie to the kids like this? Making this girl think that she gonna get up and walk and she about to see her grandma? No, girl. You better have fun and find out the best way you can have fun in that wheelchair. As opposed to looking forward to this fantasy place. This fantasy world that has yet to come, that we done been lied to about. Now, I'm not saying that, it's not gonna never ever come, but the Jehovah Witnesses, the way they got it all wrong. Let me tell you that right now. How they saying it's gonna happen, that ain't the way it's gonna happen. You can trust to believe that, okay? Okay, but y'all, I gotta go ahead to my baby girl appointment. Oh, my little miracle baby. We go to speech therapy a couple of times a week. That's my one that needed the several blood transfusions at birth. So yeah, we about to go on in here and get our speech therapy on. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later, all right? Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And I'll be back with another video, okay? Bye.